Welcome back to the lecture 3 of Accelerated Data Analysis. We are continuing a series of Accelerated Data Analysis in which we have already discussed two steps, that is dataset info, checking and dealing with the null values or missing values. And now this is the third lecture in which we are going to deal up with the duplicate data. Okay, so what is the relevance of dealing with the duplicate data, right? So one most important use case is there, right? Once we have a data, right, and we wanted to train a deep learning model, machine learning model, right, and we have duplicate values into that one. So remove those duplicate values so that the model do not get biased, right, towards the same kind of data. So one important aspect of this, and another important aspect is that, right, whenever we have to prepare any report or we have to prepare the data, right, as a data engineer, then definitely we have to give the unique values, right? So suppose you are working into a retail sector, right, and you have tons of data, right, into your warehouse where you wanted to select the uh, right number of commodities or right whatever you have into your retail. For that, each of the what are the different commodities are there, what is the price of the commodity, what is the date of sales, how many number of units are there for that particular commodity. So if you wanted to give this all information, then definitely the customer would not like to have a duplicate data into that one. So for dealing such kind of situations, right, we have to deal with the duplicate data. So for explaining you all what I had, right, so that is a census income data set, and I have already covered about this data set into my first lecture. Please do watch that first, then come to this one, right? And today we will use this one to explain about how to deal with the duplicate values into data set. So what I will do first is that, right, I will just read the data equals to pd dot read csv, right, and then just I will put the file path at here. I will copy the file path, right, and then I will put it at here. Then I will put backslashes so that any of the characters do not be understood by the pandas as Unicode character. Okay, so now I have just read it, right. I will make a copy of this, right. Data1 equals to data dot copy. I wanted to make a copy of this so that my original data frame get remained, right, and do not get changed, right. So I wanted to do that. So now what I will do is that, right, I will first check that, okay, into my data set, is there any duplicate values existing or not. Okay, so just I have to write data1 dot duplicated, okay, and just I will put right, hit enter, right, then you can see at here like it is going to give me true or false. So for each of the rows it is going to say that, okay, false or true. So wherever they have like there is duplicate values for a single row, it is going to show true for that. Okay, so if I wanted to get the count of it, okay, how many duplicate values are there, just I will add one extra function, that is dot sum, and then I'm going to check it, right, and it is going to say that, okay, there are 24 values as of now which are duplicated. Okay, like for whoever is coming new, right, if I wanted to check that, like head data dot head, you will be able to see that, okay, these are the feature names that we have into the data, and these are the rows, right, the first 5 rows into the data set. So what I wanted to do at here, like, so what is the meaning of duplicate? I wanted to explain you that the single row, right, entire values of each of the row is just directly the same for the next row or any of the row into the data set. That's why it is showing as duplicated. So for the 24 right rows, it is showing duplicate values. Now what we can do is that, right, so we can remove these duplicate values. Okay, so one thing what we can do, we can remove this, right. So if I wanted to remove uh, duplicate values, just I have to write data1 dot drop duplicate. Okay, okay, and then in place equals to true, in place equals to true. Okay, and also what I wanted to do, keep equals to first. Okay, so I wanted to keep the first value, right? I wanted to keep the first value, and then I wanted to what I wanted to do is that uh, I wanted to I wanted to do changes into the same data one, right? And wanted to do the same. That's why I'm writing it here in place equals to true and key first data one dot duplicated, right? And then I will check is some some I like it is going to give me 0, right? So you can see it here, like I have already dropped the duplicate values from this data. Okay, so this is the way, right? Panda's way to doing this, right? If like, and also like some of the times what happens is that, right, we have the unique keys into our tables, right? So because this data is directly I'm taking from some CSV file, right? But what happens is that, right, when we are dealing into the databases, right, and we are connected to the Python, what happens is that there are unique values, right, for that data set. So according to that unique values, we wanted to check out, okay, how many like how many rows or how many values have the duplicate values. Okay, so if I wanted to check at here, okay, how many duplicate values on the basis of age, right? Suppose I wanted to get it checked on the basis of rows, how many duplicate are there? So I will just write age, okay, age, right? And then I will check the duplicate data into this, right? So if duplicated, then I will write it here duplicated, and then dot sum, and it is going to say 32,464 values are getting duplicated, okay, on the basis of age only. If I wanted to do into some different way, just I will write it here data one dot duplicated, okay, and then I will write it here subset equals to, okay, subset equals to age, right? And then I will write it here dot sum, right? Subset dot age dot sum, right? And it is going to give me 464C, right? So this is also a way to check that, okay, how many duplicate values on the basis of age is there, right? So this is the count, right? If I wanted to get the total count, then I can get it. For the other columns also you can check, right? So once we have the like any unique identity number, right? So on that basis of identity number, we wanted to check, okay, how many duplicate values are there, and then we wanted to find out how these numbers are duplicated into our data. Okay, so this is one of the aspect that we wanted to deal with into the duplicate values. I have already tell you how to drop the duplicate values into the data, right? So this is the way it will change directly into the data frame. Okay, so I hope you have got it how to deal with the duplicate values. Thank you for watching this lecture. I will meet you into the next one. Bye bye.